preparation for a adventure game. I'm gonna call it a game. Tomorrow we're going on an adventure. All right, that's what you just saw. It's coming together. I don't know how it's all gonna fit. Yes, we're testing out some fresh new gear, some North Face gear, some outerwear, along with a Camelback vest. And the La Sportiva Prodigio Pros. Maybe the most exciting trail shoe to arrive in the studio in the last couple of months. All right, so tomorrow we're just going on an adventure. It's going to be epic. Let's just say polls are going to be necessary. All right, and I'm not ready for the adventure, but that's okay. We're going to go for it. Okay, here's the deal. There's today's run. By the way, nice and simple. Again, taking it easy today. Question of the day. As the gear is ramping up, let's just call it spade a spade. It is definitely ramping up. The P.O. box is very busy. I'm fairly caught up as far as boxes in the background. We're going to open a couple more today. This is important because so much gear is arriving, and I just want to, I do have the ability to communicate with quite a few brands today. So, brands. I hope you watch this. First of all, no 5-inch shorts, all right? 3-inch split, that would be preferable. But also, question of the day, what gear should I seek out for all of you, for me to review, to really review? So you like are ahead of the game when you come back to the studio and you watch and you're like, okay, that's an interesting piece of gear because, you might want to keep it outside of the running shoe space because, shoes are shoes. You do need running shoes to run. But there's some other pieces, not a ton. That's what I love about running. You all know that. You don't need a swimming pool. You don't need a lacrosse stick. You don't need ice skates. You just need a pair of shoes, frankly. But there's a few extra items that help, especially as you age. You need eye protection. You need a hat. You need certain things. You youngsters out there, you will learn someday the importance of keeping the sun off of you. But I digress. What gear should I seek out? And I bring it up because I get emails daily. And most of them, I'm like, not too interested in that. But there are probably 10 to 20% of the emails that I get, on the daily where there's brands reaching out. For example, today's email, here it is. Boom. Decathlon. I've heard of them. I think they're based in Europe. I could be wrong on that. I've never had any of their gear arrive in the studio, but what they're wanting me to potentially review for all of you are pieces of gear for traveling to races. That's kind of interesting to me. That's kind of unique. In fact, all right, I have had this Ultimate Direction duffel bag at least for 5 years. You guys have seen this on the vlog, and it's fine. I bought it probably 5 years ago. Ultimate Direction, I don't think they sent it to me. I think I sought this out. I don't like it. I'm always wrestling with it. It's hard to find stuff. First of all, the inside is black, and so that's like a small detail. So it's kind of hard to see, like, okay, what am I grabbing in there? Also, I'm gonna give a shout out. I think it might be called Victory Bags, and I've never owned one. Something like that. If you see this, I will happily review one of your bags because what's in these bags that is not in this Ultimate Direction duffel, which is old, it's probably not even available anymore. It has compartments, a compartment for shoes, a compartment for recovery gear, a compartment for dirty clothes, all these. This is just one big duffel bag, and it's just hard to find stuff. So that's where this Decathlon kind of gets me excited and intrigued about reviewing gear. So I'm going to really study your comments down below, and you can be very specific. Maybe it's a genre of gear. Thank you, because that'll help me when I read your comments. It's going to help me to sift through all of the brands that are emailing me, frankly, every single day, asking me to review their gear. For example, I'm not the tech guy, but Nank, all right, Nank, N-A-N-K, I'm loving them. They're around my neck right now, bone conduction headphones, and I've yet to have the battery life die on me. And I think I've gone a day and a half using these, and anyway, and again, this is a brand that I was not familiar with. So I'm just giving you some updates on gear that has arrived and giving you some thoughts. Thank you. All right, I digress. Here we go. Unboxing. 1, 2, 3. Diodora. All right, out of Italy. This is my second pair. Oh, where is it? Nucleo 2, thank you. I'm good on the first pair are the white and blue ones, which I really loved. Who likes mustard on their hot dogs? All right, I do. I love mustard. There's a good mustard colorway right there for you, the Nucleo 2. Just so you know, I've already trained in the shoe. I don't know. I guess I could give these away. I don't know. I kind of like the yellow. I might, I love the Nucleo 2. All right, Nucleo 2, there it is on your screen. This is just a different colorway. Thank you, Diodora. More exciting though, is there, here we go, Gara Carbon 2. Am I saying it right? G-A-R-A. Oh my goodness. I had no idea, Diodora, that you are putting out a carbon fiber plate racing shoe. Now it's not the lightest, all right, 7 ounce, but it's not bad, all right. 7 ounces straight up in my size. I'm telling you, they feel very interesting, like really, like the thumb test. So I'm actually quite excited, and I don't know what the stack height is. I haven't done any research yet, but the feel feels kind of intriguing, and it looks like the midsole is not overly stacked. It looks interesting, very interesting. So I'm excited. There it is on your screen. All right, there's that carbon fiber plate shining through the outsole. You know, everybody needs a CFP shoe at this point. I'll keep you posted. Something feels good about it. I don't know what it is holding it in the hands. It like the foam, it's they're calling it the Anima PBX, and I don't know if it's a PIBA-based midsole foam, but anyway, very exciting. I will test that guy out for you very soon. And last but not least, keeping with the mustard theme of the day, I think I'm gonna have to go make a hot dog sometime soon. After talking about mustard, Buff. Thank you, Buff, for the hat. I will say, I don't really, this is another brand update. I don't really wear hats anymore because we've got our own hats as far as testing. I used to, but about a year and a half ago, I stopped testing running hats because, well, we've got our own now. So anyway, but I don't know what I'll do with it. Again, I'm gonna need to have a garage sale at some point, and this is a large/extra large, so it probably wouldn't even fit me, but thank you, Buff, for sending this along. All right, butter the bread, comment of the day. Question, QD, I already asked, comment of the day, so yesterday, I talked about how the daily vlog is back. We're back on track. Come on now, any Brett Dennen fans out there. Drake's comment is 1,000% relatable and it rings true. I began watching you back in the single digits. Wow, with shoe reviews, but fell in love with your ability to showcase your life and be honest and transparent throughout. I'm trying. We're all trying. We're all striving to be authentic to ourselves, right? That's what it's all about here on this earth. So I'm trying to make it come through the camera onto your screens around the world. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. Maybe I needed a break, and that's what we talked about yesterday. And that's what I'm going to toss it to here in about 30 seconds. But at the end of the day, be authentic to yourself, stay true to yourself, believe in what you believe, and go all in on what you believe. All right? That's what we're trying to do here on YouTube, and it just so happens to transpire through this beautiful art, not even sport, art of running. All right, so I'm moving toward my own YouTube journey. That's amazing. This year, my goal is transparency through the struggles of marriage, fatherhood, and work, while also trying to maintain fitness, hit goals, and be a light for Christ in the world. That's beautiful. Thanks for all you do, brother, and God bless you and the family. Fit Faith Dad. Uterman, onward we go. I forgot to read this about the Gara Carbon in that carbon fiber plate shoe. Anyway, they're just saying it's a full-length carbon plate with an optimized curvature that stiffens the sole, preventing the energy discharged by the athlete from dissipating to the ground, and the Anima PBX compound. Very cool. Onward we go. I know that was a short and sweet vlog, but that's how we roll. Sometimes, here on the interwebs. All right, we'll toss it to yesterday's daily vlog is back right there. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.